and then it took like 10 seconds for it to pop up.
No,
No,
it takes forever. No, that's
Okay.
it takes forever for it to do
I
that.
just worry that my internet is like dragging us all.
Oh,
No. Oh, God, no.
You
No,
are
no.
good. Hey, everybody, look, it's the Brady Bunch.
It is.
We got the 4 squares. We need a red ball.
Where's the Hollywood Squares?
I'm in the A square, A1.
Yeah.
I'm the captain.
Gotta look
Because I
to
used
the
to have to
right.
referee that at recess every day when I was a 6th grade teacher. Like the 4
Oh,
Four squares and 7-Up.
I was like,
and 7
it was on the line.
I missed
You're out.
Heads Up 7-Up. Man, I'm telling you, that was
cheated
fun.
that game so bad.
Yeah.
Oh man! And when I played, I would cheat too against the kids.
Yeah, of course you would.
This is not even surprising.
No. Is this supposed to be a
Is this
surprise?
supposed to be a confession? Yeah, we were just taking that as like, yeah.
Oh, God, I love so. This week, if you're a teacher, because my wife's off now. She got off on Friday, but I know the Hannah, her last day, I think, is Wednesday.
Nice, yeah.
Same for my daughter goes till Wednesday. So for those teachers that are still in school, God be with you, and just get out alive at this point and enjoy it. But I love this time. I mean, you came home with a headache every night, but it was always so fun. You had a lot going on. The days went fast. I say that now.
Yeah, kids were so excited. They were so excited.
Yeah, I hated it probably if you'd asked me back then. But look
you get to pop in Charlie Brown Christmas.
Yeah, you roll out the TV cart, man.
Right?
That's what I told my wife. She's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do on Friday. This last Friday, I'm like, dude, that is Christmas movie day. Here's what we always watch. The best Christmas pageant ever. Did you ever watch that? The one with Loretta Swit?
No.
MASH? You've never read that book?
No.
Shut up. You've never read the best Christmas pageant ever?
No.
Oh, dude,
never even heard of it.
Yeah, I think you're making it up.
Yeah, you're making stuff up.
It's a movie, and it is hilarious. It's the Herdmans. It's these kids that are just mean. Like they're like it's elementary kids. It's like a little family. They're like the misfits. Oh my gosh! And the DFS comes to their house and drops off a ham, and then they bring it, and they end up playing they play in the church musical. Oh my gosh, you have to see that movie. It's so good. You got to find it. It's called the best Christmas pageant ever. It's only like an hour.
But like, what is the TV cart these days? Is it still like the crazy like tube TV with the VCR, or like have the times upgraded when they roll in the TV cart?
So high up, remember?
Yes.
No, what it is, it's your smartboard.
You need like 5 people to like push it because it's so heavy. And
Right.
The AV crew shine.
Right.
Yeah, like they're shown.
So when I started teaching, here's a real quick story, then I promise to get to the podcast. So because we still had the TV cart when I first started teaching in like 98. And so, you had the big old CRT TV, the big one, and then, like a VCR on the bottom. And, we rolled the carts around the school on this big rolly cart. Well, my buddy and I, who taught 5th grade, who was in my wedding, Dave, across the hall, we had like 2 computers per room. It's all we were allotted. We had 2 Macs. And so we're like, we want one of those Macs on our desk so that after school we can like work on the Mac, like, and, put our grades in at our desk. Cause everybody else had to go over to this like computer table because we had to share them with the kids. We're like, nope, we're taking one for ourselves. That's just part of the deal. We don't get paid enough. We're putting one on our desk. We're like, we didn't ask. We just did it. So we went up to Radio Shack, got this long Ethernet cord that was like 100 feet long because it was like on the other side of the room. And so we took turns standing on top of the VCR cart in like because we have one of those like ceilings where you push the little tiles up.
The drop ceiling.
Yeah, drop ceiling. We had to feed the Ethernet cord like through each one of the little things all the way to our desk. Tape it going down the wall, tape it over the carpet.
Oh my gosh.
The next day though, but then when the principal came in to like do an observation, she's like, how did this computer get on your desk? So we're like, I don't know, man. Plant must have come over and moved these things. Oh.
AV crew did that.
We had pictures of us like doing it because I almost bit it because he started screwing around. I'm standing on this cart and he's like, because we were always screwing around. But I mean, I almost like, because if I'd have grabbed the ceiling, I'd have brought the whole ceiling in my classroom down. Like I'd have brought the entire ceiling.
Oh my gosh. That's awesome.
See, look, yep. Yes, every year we read the book. My wife still reads it with her class. Yeah.
No, I've never heard of it.
Ever.
I had never heard of it either, actually.
Yes. For unto you a child is born. Yes.
What?
Oh my gosh! I can't believe you. Yeah, Hot Lips is like the mom in the.
It's asking if there's a reason we're not on YouTube as well.
They said that last week. It says we are, but I guess maybe we're not. Oh wait.
Or are they asking? Is there a reason we
maybe
are?
It's because we're on Oh, it's connected to my YouTube channel instead of the Be Our Guest. Hang on.
Oh, that'll do it.
So you've reached an agreement with YouTube so that you could be aired on YouTube.
I have.
Yeah.
You know what? We'll just stay on Facebook for this one because nobody really watches on YouTube too often. But next week I'll fix it.
Sorry, Mike.
Next year. Well, I guess next week
no.
we'll. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got to figure that out. I will not be here on Monday.
Will you,
Sorry.
Pam? I will.
I don't know.
I definitely won't be.
I'll have to check.
I'll be here too.
After
I will
we're done, I'll check my schedule.
I will be here Tuesday for sure, but I will not be here Monday.
Okay, I can do Tuesday too. I'm not going anywhere.
So just letting you know.
No,
Sorry.
we will get YouTube next week. It's just that if you go to youtube.com/BeOurGuestMike, I think we should be there. It's on. Yeah. For some reason it jumped over to my personal account, which is either Mike Rallman or Be Our Guest Mike.
Oh, that makes sense.
On YouTube. But this thing just every once in a while just resets on its own. So I apologize for that, but it's there. I think. I mean, it shows that we're on YouTube. So we're somewhere. Maybe not Be Our Guest Podcast.
Maybe you're on Mike Rollman's YouTube channel.
I think I am. That's what it says. YouTube channel.
Some of those comments you're posting, I don't even see like comments, or is that just me?
Oh no, he didn't have a comment there.
Okay.
That's just playing with us, dude.
Because I'm so paranoid about the internet. Like we lost the internet for a week from that crazy train accident, so I just worry that it's like not 100%.
Gotcha.
All right, here we go. What's up, Wade? All right, let's do this.
Yes, let's do this.
Let's
Right,
do.
Yeah, man, it's 6:00 already.
I know, right?
Dude, Mexican pizzas might be back by the time we're done.
I saw Mike's probably the most excited person ever. I saw that and I thought of you.
I actually don't get Mexican pizzas, but my wife loves Mexican pizzas.
Oh, okay. I knew somebody in your family got them. So.
I get chili cheese burritos and a plethora of other things.
Yeah, of course.
Here we go. Welcome to episode 2. Wait, hang on.
Came in hot.
Did. No. Gotta hit the let's see.
One take ramen. Here we go.
Yep.
That's my one mistake.
Pretty much.
2021. I just used it. Okay. Back to the questions. Okay, here we go. Make sure the levels are right. Open volume mixer. Input. Now we're good. Here we go. Welcome to episode 2013 of the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. I'm your host, Mike Rallman from BeOurGuestPodcast.com and one of the senior agents over at the Magic for Less Travel. Hang on. The volume just went down on me. Because what happens is if you guys come in hot, then it pulls everything down. Hang on. Let me get it real quick.
All right.
Broke it.
It's about to be a Mike solo show here in a minute.
Yeah, pretty much.
Except down to 11, which everything's moved, but I'll figure it out. One second. Line in. Input volume. There it is. Let's go for 75. I'll get it. Check.
Oh my God, my ears are bleeding. It's fine.
Is it louder on your end now?
It was.
It was pretty loud.
It seemed like it, yeah.
There we go. Welcome to episode 2013 of the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. I'm your host, Mike Rallman from BeOurGuestPodcast.com and one of the senior agents over at the Magic for Less Travel. Happy Wednesday to you and happy scramble to not have to go to Walgreens or CVS for that last minute Christmas gift. But you are getting close. We're getting close to that time where you don't want to be the one that everybody is looking at as you're there and the minutes are ticking down on Christmas Eve. Trust me, I've been there because, now don't judge me, I've had to go up there because we've run out of tape or wrapping paper. And I'm telling you what, that is one of the greatest things to ever do is to go to a drugstore, or in our neck of the woods, it's Walgreens, the 24-hour one on Christmas Eve, and to see what folks are pulling off the shelf, and in their minds they're justifying that that's the ultimate gift this holiday season. The Bob Ross Chia Pet, like that.
Yes.
Mom is
that's a good gift.
Right?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, that's exactly right. They're like, oh my gosh, I'm glad I found this because I've been waiting all holiday season right here at the last minute. How lucky am I? So yeah, we're getting there. So get out there, get your shopping, but take us along with you. And we're going to be answering your listener questions right along with you. So if you have questions and you're joining us here in the live chat, please put those here in the live chat. We'd love to answer those as we go. But joining us, we have a full house today. First of all, Ricky's joining us from the mouseforless.com. What's up, Ricky?
Hey, just, getting ready for that last crunch of stuff too. I have presents to wrap, so that's going to be on the agenda. And luckily, my stuff all comes from the dollar store. So, enjoy dollar store wrapping paper and bags. So yeah, that's where my stuff comes from.
That's cool. I have a question for all three of you guys today. So as we kind of get into the Christmas spirit here, we'll have our big Christmas Eve in the Be Our Guest Podcast studios on Friday, because it actually will be Christmas Eve. Kind of fun how that works out this year. But Ricky, what is your go-to pop holiday song? I know folks play that game, and if you get far in, Whamageddon.
Yes.
The Last Christmas, maybe I just whammed you out. I don't know.
No, you got to actually listen to the song.
Hear the song, okay.
Don't play it for people, Mike, because if it's under here, I mean, people are going to be mad. So, yeah.
George Michael. Okay, go ahead. So actually, that's Wham. So what is your go-to? Is it because you said Christmas wrapping? Is it that by the Waitresses? I could see you have that jam. I don't know. What do you go what's a go-to Christmas pop song that you like?
Okay, well, I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna give you two things. So the first one is, of course, Hello, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays from NSYNC. You gotta know my Justin Timberlake song had to be in there. I'm just saying. So that's definitely a go-to for me. But I have a kind of off the beaten path Christmas album that I listen to a lot, and it's actually it's Seth MacFarlane, who's the voice of all the characters in Family Guy. He had this holiday album come out a few years ago called Holidays for Swing, and I'll be darned if it's not the coolest album ever. I love this stupid album. I listen to it all the time around the holidays. So it's kind of jazzy and it's fantastic. So if you've never listened to it, it's totally on Spotify. I listen to it all the time during the holidays. So it's Seth MacFarlane, Holidays for Swing. That's what you should listen to.
I like it. A little something off the beaten path.
It's totally off the beaten path. Nobody would ever think to listen to Christmas music from the Family Guy. So, but it's awesome. So.
Very nice. All right. Also joining us, we have the co-owner of the Magic for Less Travel up in beautiful Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where I now have an ornament on my tree of your fine city, PNC Park. It's awesome.
No, weren't those awesome ornaments? I loved those when I saw them. So anyways, yes, I'm excited. Before we get to the Christmas music question, I play Christmas music all the time. So I'm actually scrolling through my playlist right now because it is such an eclectic mix, I will say. It just really, really is. Craziness. I mean, really. But don't you guys love the playlist that they actually play in Disney Springs?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Funky, and yeah, I love that one. I actually have that. I play it. It's on Spotify. We play it a lot. But I was trying to think what is some of my favorites. So I have a jazz Christmas list that I really love. But there's a song that Mariah Carey sings with John Legend.
All I Want for Christmas Is You?
No, it's Christmas. I think it's called Christmas Time. That I really, really love. That I think is a great. When Christmas Comes, that's what it's called. When Christmas Comes, I always wanted to, but so that's a great song. There's also I love Christmas R&B because it's sort of R&B at Christmas time is sort of the forgotten genre, right?
Yeah,
I mean, it really is because
that's what we've been listening to at work. Legit, we've been listening to R&B Christmas music at work, pretty much.
And there's some great ones. They're just, there's so many great Christmas songs. So I listen to it all the time. But I have so many different playlists.
R&B makes me think of having a glass of wine at the fireplace, which fits in with the Christmas theme, right? So it sets the tone perfectly.
It really does. It does. Vanessa Williams has a version of, I think it was What Child Is This that used to play during Osborne Lights. That's fantastic. And you got to look up some Al Green Christmas songs. I mean, it's not really an R&B Christmas without some Al Green. So anyways, lots of good stuff there. There's so many great pop versions of Christmas songs.
Yeah,
so.
Agreed.
Channel 49 right now is playing those soul R&B on XM radio Christmas songs right now. That's like locked in on the radio dial for me.
That's good
Love
stuff.
that.
As you're driving around looking at some Christmas lights in your neighborhood, you know.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Nice. All right, we heard him. He's here with us. We have hashtag Scotty G joining us this week for the shows. Scott, what's going on up in the mitten?
Hey, happy to be here. It's a little snowy, very windy. My wife loves to see the white Christmas, so I hope it sticks around, but it's supposed to be sunny all week, so I don't know, though. All the snow might melt. But everyone, Mike, you kicked off the show with like all the stress, the holiday stress, and I just want to say, like, anyone that's ever met me or my wife, you know, they know that my wife is amazing and that I definitely married up in the relationship and that she takes all the care of the shopping and the wrapping, so I'm just sitting back with my coffee right now,
Nice.
relaxing as she's handled all of it already.
Well, see,
But,
I'm right with you. Exact same thing for me. I like married out of my league, and she takes care of all that. Except, you know, you do have to buy gifts for her, right?
Right.
And so I have 2 daughters that usually help me out, but because of the bragging rights game happening on December 22nd pages and getting home to the last minute, it's put me all kinds of trouble. So
Right.
I think she's upstairs, so I got to be quiet.
But going back to the Christmas song though, so like I love the R&B, Pam. I agree with you there. Like I love the Disney Springs playlist. I kind of old school where I love the like Disney Hollywood Studios Christmas playlist where you hear like all those old time guys. Like Frank Sinatra's Jingle Bells is one of my favorites. The JINGLE bells. Like, that's my jam.
That's a great one.
But I'm gonna go with Christmas officially never starts. I'm like Pam though. I start with the Christmas music early. I like it throughout the year, but when I hear Andy Williams, it's the most wonderful time of the year. That's when the season really officially starts for me. So
Andy Williams just means Christmas, doesn't he? I mean, yeah, I know. That's a good one too. I love the traditional stuff too. Man. Yeah. Now, as soon as we're done, you know what I'm doing. I'm putting Christmas music back on.
Yes.
My favorite, though, Nat King Cole, the Christmas song. I mean, that is
a classic.
That is the perfect Christmas song. It is just...
I like John Legend, and we heard about John Legend earlier. Where Pam was talking about, like, I like his version.
I heard that last night. Yeah, that's a good one because it almost sounds like Nat King Cole. Like I looked at the radio.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's good stuff. So yeah, and I like that, and I also like, and I know that again, I'm from the Midwest. Kenny Rogers, "Mary Did You Know," one of my favorite songs. Great.
Oh yeah,
anyway.
there's a good version of that. Yeah.
Well, I like "The Gambler." I know that not everybody, but that's rough. Okay, Chantel's got the first question from the inbox. So we're gonna get to Andrew. He's got a universal question, so stand by for that. But Chantel says, "Hey, Mike and friends, going to Disney at the end of January for the first time as a parent. It'll be my 4-year-old son, 3 grandparents who are all over 65, my spouse, my brother, and sister. Question 1, these are about 80 Rs. 7 guests. I was able to get a 6-person table for Topolino's for breakfast. I can't get a 7-person at all for Topolino's. Will we be able to be seated with 7 people on a 6-person reservation?" So it looks like it's 6 adults and a 4-year-old. So Pam, what do you say to that? I mean, that's one of those tough ones. So it's kind of rolling the dice here.
It is, because it's really a toss-up. When you check in on the app, sometimes you get the opportunity to add another guest, but sometimes you don't. And we've run into both where you just didn't have the opportunity to add. And we've also, at restaurants like Topolino's, it's actually one of those places where they could say no to you because it is so popular. The dining is so limited. We have had those occasions where like, we have 1 more person. Is there any way we can whatever, and have been outright told no? And then the other thing we've been told is, sure, we can do it. We'll be able to seat you at 9:50 tonight. And it's like, oh, well, it's only 6 now. So
like, dude, we're going to do it at 10:15.
Right. We're going to need a snack. And like, that's going to do all kinds of things. So you can't count on it. That's the only answer we can give is you just can't count on being able to add an extra person. Is there someone that you don't like in your party? Maybe. Well, we're all going to Topolino's, but you are going to have the opportunity to eat at Bar Riva, which is, that's not a bad choice.
That person could actually, in my family, that could be actually called the winner. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like Survivor. You reach into the bag, whoever gets the White Rock, like, okay, you're Bar Riva, you get Primo Piazza. If you're really bad, you go over to Caribbean Beach.
That's right. That's how it goes.
You decide by a game of bocce ball is what you do.
That's true.
That's true. Yeah, because yes, you can do that there. So yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, and there's
what you might want to do though, if you're staying at I don't know where they're staying at Caribbean Beach Riv, something like that, maybe go up like earlier in the week or earlier in the day and just explain the situation preemptively. And just really kind of throw you, oh man, I've really wanted to stay here. I've tried for 2 months. Just excitement and being preemptive on something like this works wonders in a lot of cases. Not guaranteed, but it would not hurt.
For sure. And I think being there too, when the restaurant officially opens for dinner is a great way to approach that as well.
Yep.
So.
All right. Question 2. She says, California Grill 50th anniversary dinner. How cool is that? Congratulations to that 50th anniversary. By splitting up our group, I was able to get a 5 p.m. and a 6 p.m. What do I do now? Love the show and thanks for your help, Chantel. So
Mike, I think she's actually talking about the California Grill dinner, the 50th anniversary for the resort.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Either way, you never know. Grandparents could be celebrating.
I know.
Thanks for calling him out on that, Scott, because I was thinking the same thing.
That's why everybody she's calling me out, right?
I think she said the grandparents were in their 60s, though, so they married young. Yeah, okay.
This says over 65. I'm not saying.
Oh, okay.
Whoever's celebrating 50 years, congratulations, even if it's Walt Disney World.
Yes.
That's right.
Whatever. Okay, so here's what I say on that, and if you guys have any difference. So if you have a 5 o'clock and a 6 o'clock, here's what I tell my guests. Arrive at the 5 o'clock slot. Probably arrive at 4:45 just to be safe. Explain to the host or hostess the situation. You have 2 reservations. One's at 5, one's at 6. However, you might have to wait until the 6 o'clock time. You have to understand that because the second one doesn't open up until 6.
Right.
So what you want to say to the host or hostess is, okay, here's the situation. We can only, again, be super bubbly, be super excited that you're here. You're going to have this experience. You're here for the 50th, all that stuff. Just explain. You would like to sit together or at least near each other if possible. And this might not work because you have 2 separate reservations. I mean, technically you don't have one reservation together, but if possible, and that you're willing to wait until 6 o'clock till the second reservation opens up, can you make it work? In a lot of cases, they can, because Pam, I think we had this kind of situation with our bigger group at Space 220, which is a high demand restaurant. It might not have worked, but it did work out for us that night. But we had to kind of be, it's kind of a give and take, right? We had to be flexible, and they worked with us. But nothing's it's the same thing. Nothing's guaranteed, but I think you could probably have positive results.
Yeah, agreed. Anytime, you want to combine tables or you want to add people or anything like that, you've just got to go and ask. There's no, I wish there was like if you do this will absolutely work. It just doesn't, it doesn't work that way. So just go give it a shot. Hopefully it works.
All right, Andrew's got a question here. He has run our wiki forever, so shout out to Andrew. Merry Christmas to him. Good to see you here in the live chat. Great fan of the show. He says, how would you rate the 3 main Harry Potter rides at Universal? Forbidden Journey, Gringotts, and Hagrid's. So I've never done Hagrid's, and I've actually never done Forbidden Journey. I think I did Gringotts. That's one where you go through the 3 3/4 door, 9 3/4, whatever it is, 9 3/4. I don't know. Is that what?
That's the train, Mike.
That's the train.
That's the
Hogwarts
Express.
Yes,
You knew the one where people are like, "Oh, you're going to puke if you get on that thing." That's
Gringotts is when you're actually like in the castle.
Yeah,
no, that's Forbidden Journey.
No, that's Journey. That's Journey.
Yes.
Forbidden Journey.
Gringotts is the bank.
Yeah,
Gringotts is the bank. Yeah.
Okay, I did the bank one. The bank one was
Okay.
weird, but I did it. It was fun. Okay, so you get to rank them. Okay, so I'm going to get it from all 3 of you. So Scott, you've probably done all 3.
No, I've only done Forbidden Journey.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay.
I don't think I could fit in the Gringotts seat at the time that I was there, because it is a unique seat setup, I believe.
It's Hagrid's, yeah.
I got to drop a few pounds, so I've only done Journey, so that's number 1 for me.
Yeah, me too. Because I did the train, because I had the park hopper, or no, the park to park. I did the. Sorry, I'm a Disney dude. Sorry, that's what I did. Okay, Pam, rate them. Put them 1, 2, 3 for Andrew.
I think Hagrid's is definitely, the best of them. I cannot. So they all sort of make me feel queasy. Forbidden Journey and Gringotts more than Hagrid's probably.
Yeah.
Hagrid's is probably more physically intense.
Yes.
And the other two have a lot of screens. So that's something, I don't get to ride Forbidden Journey and Gringotts a lot because of that. And I think Hagrid's is just a really well done coaster. It really is. It has surprises. It has some things that are not expected. I think it really does a good job with the story. But I think all of these rides are really, really good. I think that the technology, the ride vehicles, all of that really play together to make a really fantastic attraction. So.
Ricky, what about you? Because it's your thing, man. You'll probably be there here next week.
You know what? I don't think I can get in, but
we won't talk about that incident, but it's okay.
yeah. I don't think my pass is applicable. Let's put it that way. All right. Yeah. This is tough because I love all three attractions. Gosh, I think Hagrid's is first though for me. It's just an amazing coaster. They've done such a fantastic job with this coaster. Like Pam says, it's got some great surprises. It's got a good story to it, and everything. So I do love Hagrid's a lot. Gosh, then I think I'm gonna go with Gringotts next. I think overall it's a little bit better of a story. I like the fact that it is. Okay, technically Disney fans aren't going to like this, but this is the first true story coaster. I know that Guardians is being called the first true story coaster, but this is the first true story coaster. I think that it's very, very well done. And then Forbidden Journey would be third, but it's close. And Forbidden Journey, the only reason is because it is the Kuka arm technology, and it can be a little rough. So I think that's why I would kind of put it as third. But all three, I mean, they're bam, bam, bam right in a row for me. I mean, really, seriously, all three are fantastic. Yeah.
What's funny is our guest, Jeff, who was on our Monday podcast just a couple days ago, we were talking about he just hopped over to Universal for a day to check out the Harry Potter stuff because they had Harry Potter fans in the party, and he couldn't stop talking about the Forbidden Journey ride. He's like, stuff was there, and it was like, couldn't figure out how it was working, and that was I think that's a sign of a good.
The queue of that is awesome too. That was actually my favorite part was the queue.
Things were happening, he couldn't figure it out. Like he was like, this is awesome.
Yeah, I mean that. Gosh, the technology in that attraction is just fantastic. So it really is tough. I could really change my order any day, really, honestly, because all three are just really fantastic. So it kind of depends on my mood, actually. Yeah.
All right. Our next email it's not actually a question, but it's from one of my guests over at the Magic for Less listener of the podcast. And she sent me this feedback, it's a couple of thoughts from her trip. She got back last week. And I asked her if I could share this on the show because she has lots of thoughts. Gotcha. And here's what she said. So I thought this would be good for everybody to hear because a lot of folks are just getting ready to get back down there, and this would be something that might help you on your future trip. She said, we had a wonderful time. We had several things we experienced that I wanted to share. First, day one, Magic Kingdom opened at 7:30 for resort guests. We purchased Genie Plus that day and decided to use it for the rides with longer waits, and get there early to also take advantage of low wait times on the other rides, which again, I think that is what you have to put your mind around. Again, we'll be there for Marathon Weekend. Scott and I, I'm going to use Genie Plus in the Magic Kingdom and the studios and some other, I'll probably use it at all the parks just to get some experience with it. But I still think nothing beats being there early, which is going to be a challenge at a race weekend because we'll be running the races. We'll be behind the crowds, but I still think under a normal vacation circumstance, having being there, the first push, if you want to be in the Magic Kingdom to get out to Fantasyland, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, doing that at Rope Drop, and then using Genie Plus after that, I think that 1-2 combination is going to be your best bet. And it sounds like that's what Cindy did. Anyway, back to her email. Our first Genie Plus selection was for the Jungle Cruise at 11 o'clock. We were on Main Street at 7:30 and got to ride the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train with only a 21-minute wait. Next, we rode Haunted Mansion, Small World, and Thunder Mountain Railroad before 9:15 a.m. At that point, we got some breakfast. Then we did Pirates. We wandered over to the hub and took some pictures. And at 10, And then we used Genie Plus for a Peter Pan reservation at 2:00. We rode the Jungle Cruise at 11. Then we went to lunch at Steakhouse 71. Good call. And also saw the decorations at the Grand Floridian. We then came back, kept using a combination of Genie Plus and regular standby lines to do the rest of the rides until the fireworks at 8. I think Genie Plus saved us about 3 hours waiting in line so we could have a leisurely lunch and not feel rushed all day. For fireworks viewing, we lucked out at the Magic Kingdom. We walked into the hub at 10 minutes prior to the show, not expecting to see anything. However, right before the show, the cast members filled in all the walkways. We kept moving in the direction the cast members told us and ended up in the hub, slightly to the right of the castle with a completely unobstructed view. Spectacular. So, Scott, I told Cindy, this is exactly what happened to us on October 1st. Like, right. This dumb block in front of Casey's just walking by, and they're like, everybody move forward. We're like, all right, then. So we started walking. We ended up right by the partner statue. We total dumb luck. So I need to know what time that happens because you just need to be in the right spot. Anyway, she says some other highlights: Epcot cookie stroll, Epcot holiday storytellers, using the single rider line at Test Track at Rope Drop with no wait at all, seeing Living with the Land After Dark. It's decorated for the holidays. Also saw Harmonious with only a 5-minute walk back to the room. My room was on the far end of the beach club by the Epcot gate. Most excellent, she says. I wasn't wowed by Harmonious, but I'm a diehard Illuminations fan. It'll take a lot to win me over. And I said, Cindy, yes, I'll send you the t-shirt. But Harmonious, I got to give it some more shots.
Harmonious is good.
I know. I don't watch the movie.
If you download the soundtrack, just my plug for Harmonious, the soundtrack is on iTunes, and I would recommend like listening to it on a run or something, Mike, or when you're walking, like so you can hear the soundtrack a little bit closer to your ear, because it's really great. I listen to it all the time. I think it's really good. But anyway,
I'll do it because it is on Apple Music, so I'll check it out. She says went to the Animal Kingdom, and on the safari there was a baby hippo laying in the sun, and it was the cutest little pink thing ever. Also, the cheetahs were walking around, and the lions were also on display. Again, just a reminder that if any of those animals get loose, you can run into a bathroom at the Animal Kingdom and lock the doors. Ricky made up that story for us, so no, she's muted. So I guess, but yeah, no, that apparently you can lock yourself in. She says, let's see, great safari. We got to the park at about 8:30, and we only had a 20-minute wait on the Navi River cruise. We don't do flight of passage for the same reason that you don't. We went to the bird show, and it was really cute, but then it started pouring rain, so they had to cancel it. That's a bummer. The extended evening hours for the deluxe resort guests is a nice offering, but I'm more of a morning person. Both times we ended up leaving after the first hour because of exhaustion. It was something to consider if you have guests that's a night owl, as the wait times are almost nothing. Honestly, if you hadn't talked about it on the podcast, I never would have learned about it. When I asked the front desk, the person was clueless, but I persisted in asking, and they found a more experienced person to answer my question. We had lunch at CityWorks in Disney Springs, and they have tons of TVs. I know you get questions often about places to watch sports. That would be a good place. We also did pay to do Rise of the Resistance. Again, it saved us about 2 hours at the studios. So we finished what we wanted to do early and could go take advantage of the pool at the beach club. We only bought Genie Plus at the Magic Kingdom. Overall, I would say Genie Plus helped remove stress from our Magic Kingdom day. We used the combo of Genie Plus and Standby, and I think that's the best. That is the park with the most rides, and I like, and I hated missing out any of them. But I don't feel that it's needed for every park. Thanks for all your help and tips. It made for a wonderful trip, Cindy. So I think that was great feedback. I mean, it was real honest. It's very current with everything going on at Epcot, what she enjoyed, her room at the beach club, Genie Plus, getting up early, and the deluxe, being in a deluxe resort, having the opportunity to stay out late. I told her she's exactly like me. Scott knows I'm not one to stay out late. You do Scott does the after hour stuff. You guys, all three of you do the after hour stuff. I'm up at 5 o'clock. I'm done by like 10 o'clock. So it's not a huge thing for me, but I don't know. Scott, was there anything?
Pam's up at 5 o'clock too and does after hours. So I don't know what your excuse is, Mike.
I'm old. I'm tired. But I mean, Scott,
No, the after hours things are sweet though, because I got to do it the last time where they were like over wine and dine, and it's awesome. And now I think Ratatouille is part of the after hours at Epcot, so that's going to bring a lot of extra value there, or it's coming. I thought I read something about that, but yeah, I'm a huge fan. I think a lot of people don't know about it that are even staying at deluxe resorts, so it really opens up the park for you. And the parks at night are even better, so that's why I like the parks at night, Mike, versus the early morning like you.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just kind of how you are back home, right? I mean, right. I get up early in the morning, so like my body's just ready to go in the morning. But I mean, Pam, what did you think? I mean, I thought that was fair. I like the way she's not. I think you can't buy into one system or the other. You know, getting up early still does have benefits, but Genie Plus is also it's just another tool in your tool belt when you're down there.
Yeah, I agree. I think that the after hours for deluxe resorts is a huge benefit. I really, truly do. And I actually really like the early entry, the way it is working right now, too. I think that, first of all, you've seen Disney saw that there was a need for it and they bumped it up to include extra time, which I think is fantastic. I mean, that's the thing. I think that people are very quick to criticize Disney when they feel like something's being taken away. But when a benefit's offered, there's not like as much, I think, praise that is given in that thing. Like, you didn't sign on thinking that you would get that. And the fact that you can go to whatever park you want to in the morning. You don't have to go to Epcot on Tuesdays and Magic Kingdom on, Friday or whatever. You can do whatever one you want to, I think is a really huge benefit too. So there's some really fantastic benefits for staying on site. And I think Genie Plus being able to have it purchased in advance for your whole trip, I think, it works for some people. It doesn't work for other people, but I think once you get used to using the Lightning Lane, you're going to want them for all the attractions. So, I think a lot of people are finding value in that too.
I was going to kind of following up on what Cindy was saying, because this changed after her trip. This just changed. Ricky.
Yes.
Disney took 4 of these attractions out of the individual Lightning Lane pool and added them to Genie Plus. Now it's only for a short window until January 3rd for the very busy holiday season. But what were your takes? What was your take on that as somebody who blogs on this kind of stuff? And what'd you think?
Well, honestly, I think that a lot of people, that's kind of the common thing that we've heard is that those 4 attractions aren't really getting a lot of, individual Lightning Lane purchases anyway. I think that they're kind of on the lighter ends of getting those because they're, most of them are things that are kind of older attractions like Expedition Everest or Space Mountain. The one that is surprised me that they just switched over was Runaway Railway because that is relatively newer. But, I think that it is nice to add them into the Genie Plus, way of doing things instead of the individual Lightning Lane. And, maybe we'll see that continue as they move forward. I know that it's just a, temporary thing for the holiday season right now, but it'll be curious to see if that's, if they're only going to have the individual Lightning Lane ability to purchase that for only the really, really big tier attractions moving forward instead of having 2 options. So yeah, I'll be curious to see what happens after the holidays shake out and if they'll go back or if they'll be like, you know what, this actually worked out better. So we're going to keep them in the Genie Plus selections. Yeah.
Well, what I find interesting too with this is that, they are going to have to be fluid on these selections because when you have Tron coming on, you have Guardians coming on, obviously those are going to be individual Lightning Lane choices. So they are going to have to bump things and move things. But
which they did with Fast Pass Plus before and they're tiering, so I could see it.
It's just good to see that things aren't permanent and that they can even do it seasonally as demand requires. And I do like that for resort guests. It just makes sense. They bumped it up to an hour early. That makes sense. There's a lot of people there and give the on-site guests that benefit, get there early, take advantage. You're there and get the folks in because that's going to help even the off-site guests, get the on-site guests in. Mm-hmm. And then you don't have the backups when the folks that are staying off-site get there, regular park opening. It's an operational thing, which it keeps everybody happy, right? The people that are off-site don't want to have everybody that's on site in front of them at the touch points, and the people that are on site deserve to be there now. That's a good benefit for them too. So I thought that was interesting. So I'm glad to see that. One other thing I want to bring up that just breaking as we're recording this came out a couple hours ago. Did you see? And I thought this was like an onion piece, but apparently it's not. Let me get the name of the company because Dr. Kai sent it to me.
Yes.
the Sunshine Flyer, and I think this is a great opportunity. So it's a new service that's supposed to debut in February. Mm-hmm. It's kind of a Magical Express replacement. It's a motor coach. Mm-hmm. These buses are going to look like trains.
Yeah.
Some of them are going to look like locomotives.
Yes.
Some of them are going to look like coach cars.
Yes.
And the kids get like conductor hats on the bus. This is awesome.
The staff is going to be dressed as 1920s rail conductors and engineers.
Yes, but I had to check
the buses are going to have entertainment throughout.
Yes, but I was worried it was an Onion article for a minute.
Yeah, I understand.
I like this because you know what? I mean, what are you going to Walt Disney World for? A thematic vacation. And why not make it like, because you know me, I love trains. Like, dude, I'm in. Like, give me, because I mean, we went to the Wisconsin Dells and I went to that pizza place, Moose Jaw, just because you while you're eating your pizza, you wear antlers. On your head, you know, so I'm in. Give me the train bus. I'm in.
Yeah. I have a press release for it, and it says that tickets are $17 per adult and $12.50 per child each way. And so it's going to be really interesting to see kind of what happens with this new transportation option. You know, everybody's been wondering what can we use to get to Walt Disney World, and this looks like another option that will be available for guests. So that's kind of nice too.
You're 50% off if you wear overalls.
No,
I'm not just kidding.
No, but they are donating 50% of all revenue from the first 50,000 passengers. 50,000 passengers during the first 50 days of business to Make-A-Wish Central and Northern Florida to support their mission of creating a life-changing wishes for children with critical illnesses. So that part's good too.
Hey, the more options, the better. Right now, I think they only have 2 buses. I mean, they're not like. You know, it's not Mears, you know, yet, but I like it. They're trying. There is definitely an opportunity for growth in that area, and I think that people are looking for thematic stuff. I mean, it's a gimmick, but you know what? What's Central Florida? It's all about gimmicks.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm telling you, I'll ride that thing.
Yeah.
Cool. So anyway, so it's cool. Okay, Ian's got a question from Pittsburgh from the Plan Disney panel, who again flew home from the 50th anniversary trip. She was heading back to Pittsburgh, had to connect through St. Louis. We had a nice flight back talking Disney. Says, hey, Mike, Pam, Ricky, and Scotty. I'm not making it up. It's on the email.
There you go.
I would love your opinions. I have reservations for our family of 5. We have 3 teenage boys on the evening of December 26th, next week. I managed to grab 2 different ADRs at 5:45 p.m. Liberty Tree Tavern and Steakhouse 71. We haven't eaten it either, so both would be a new experience. We're staying at the Polynesian, so taking the monorail makes it convenient to the Contemporary, and we have theme park reservations for the Magic Kingdom that day. All right, just one other question. Okay, the other question is, are there any decent running trails around the Polynesian? I'm looking to do a 2 to 3 mile run in the morning. Merry Christmas, Ian. All right, so first of all, we got to make 3 teenage boys. God bless you, first of all.
Oh,
so here's the first thing that popped into my head with 3 teenage boys. I'm thinking quantity over quality.
Yeah.
I hate to say that.
I agree.
I was a teenager, I could eat a lot of food, and it really didn't matter how good it was. Now that I'm older, I like quality food. I don't know. So let's take a poll here. So Steakhouse 71, Liberty Tree Tavern. Pam, what are you picking? It's the day after Christmas. If it means something.
I still think I'm picking Steakhouse 71 because it's convenient. You're going to be able to go right there and do it. You get to take some moments outside of the parks. I think that's something that's worth it, especially the day after Christmas, right? Things will be kind of crazy. And I just think that you'll have a great experience there. So that's what I would pick.
Here's my question though. Is Liberty Tree Tavern still family style, or is it just?
Yes.
It is still family style, yeah.
I'm going Liberty Tree Tavern. It's the day after Christmas, and it's kind of Thanksgiving / Christmas food. I do like Steakhouse 71 though, but with 3 teenage boys, dude, let them have at it. They're going to destroy that stuff. So I'm going. Okay, so we got 1 Steakhouse 71, 1 Liberty Tree, because I do love Liberty Tree. I could go for some mac and cheese right now. Ricky, what about you? Where are you going?
All right, I kind of agree with Mike. If you're there for getting the most, food out of the meal, then I think Liberty Tree is going to be your option. I've actually eaten at both of these restaurants within the last year. Steakhouse 71 is by far a better food choices. So the food is definitely much better at Steakhouse 71. So if you're looking for food quality, I would choose Steakhouse 71. But I agree with Mike. If you're looking for quantity, if those boys can eat, I'm gonna say Liberty Tree Tavern, because that's just the food's not quite as good, but there's so much of it, and it's all you can enjoy basically. So family style, all you can enjoy. You can't beat that with three boys. So
Diane brings up a good point. She's always here in our live chat as we record. She says, "What are you having for Christmas dinner? If you're having turkey?"
Yeah, that's true. I'd pass on Liberty Tree. That's not a bad. Yeah.
And then you're having the same thing 2 nights in a row. But if you're so maybe for Christmas this year you have Chinese and do it like a Christmas Story style or something. I don't know.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay, Scott, what are you going with?
Well, the reasoning for my answer was already provided by one of you, but I'm always team, like, let's take a break from the parks and just get out of there for a little bit and relax. So I'm all for Steakhouse 71, just in the fact that 5:45. I don't know what the situation is. Have you been there since 8 in the morning, or did you arrive later? But either way, I think it's a great time to escape. Leave the parks for a little bit, then you can come back, for fireworks and the nighttime stuff. But I'm going with Steakhouse 71. I love both restaurants, but I want to take a break from the Magic Kingdom madness. The madness that's going to be there the day after Christmas.
True.
That's a great point, because especially the week between Christmas and New Year's, I'm telling you what, man, just for your sanity's sake, get out. Like, that is a great point.
But good luck getting out. Like, depending on what time you leave, you're going to be going upstream. Hopefully they have the backway passage open for you on your way out.
Yeah, that's true. And Steakhouse 71 is such a good restaurant. I'm not like going against Steakhouse 71. I'm just thinking with 3 teenage boys, like, they could tear it up. Because
I'm trying to think valid points. Everyone's made valid points, and we ended up in a tie. So that's what happens when you get asked for a fourth member on the team.
Fourth member, yeah.
Yes. We have odd numbers, and we don't have that tonight. So Scott, you were actually just at the Poly, and I know you stayed there because you did actually a run there where you got a Dole Whip back in the day.
Yeah, Mallory did it with us. She stayed with us one night. Right. Yeah, we did the Dole Whip run. I don't think they've ever done. It was actually called the Pineapple Dash. I don't think they've ever done it since. But she's talking about like a 3-mile run. Maybe you can definitely stretch one at the Polynesian, because you can get to the Grand Floridian. You can go on that walkway to the Magic Kingdom and then come back. You can go towards Shades of Green and get some extra mileage that way. On the Polynesian grounds itself, it gets kind of like windy a little bit because the paths, like, there's not like a direct running path, but you can get it done. I actually love running around the Polynesian. It's because I love looking at all the palm trees, and the Polynesian is my favorite resort. But you can definitely squeeze out 3 miles there. All
right. And Teresa says her brother and his family are coming down for Christmas week. She says, pray for her. So I hear you. Now, you are the Floridians, though, that have the visitors coming down for the holidays.
That's right.
I mean, that's why I tell my family, I'm like, why do we have to live here where it's freezing if we move to Florida? Because, it's always like, we'll never see our family. Yes, they will come when it gets cold enough here.
So we didn't necessarily have an argument this morning, but Christmas Day is always stressful around here. Like, for some reason, like, I feel like my family should be the hub where Elizabeth's parents come, my dad and brother come, and they come to us. But no, we have to go see both of them multiple times over 2 days, because we have to see certain family on Christmas Eve. Then we have to see certain family on Christmas. And I told Elizabeth this morning on the way to work, like, I'm just going to start going to Florida on Christmas, and then people can come see me if they want to.
Hey, that's the way to do it. That's what I'm doing. It's going to be amazing. So, granted, my family all lives in Florida now, so I'm the outsider coming in.
Right. That's what I've always heard. You move down there, everybody from all the cold climates, they come visit. That's what you do. Anyway. All right, well, that's going to do it for today's Listener Question Show. Thank you for the great questions. You have a question for next week's show, send it to mike@beourguestpodcast.com. Put the title right there, Listener Questions, and we'll get to it on next week's show. Don't forget, today's show always brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel. We'd love to help you plan that trip for 2022. Whether you're sailing on Disney Cruise Line, we can actually book those into 2023. And right now, just so you know, this just dropped earlier this week, 50% discounts on select sailings for Disney Cruise Line. So if you're looking to go
deposit.
Yeah, but, okay, thanks for clarifying that for me, because I'm like ready. My card was already out and ready to book.
I'm not covering that for you, even though I have Santa on my shirt. No, it's deposits, 50% deposits. Woo, thank you for. Yes, Pam just had a heart attack. I just had a heart attack. We all just had a heart attack.
It was like a flashback to us doing tequila on the cruise. That one time.
This shirt has seen some fun times. Anyway, so yes, 50% off your deposits for select sailings. So if you want to get a cruise on the books, check. I can give you the dates for that when that is in effect. Also, Walt Disney World trips, Disneyland. We take care of Universal, all that stuff. It's just great to have a trip on the books to look forward to as you move into 2022. So check out all the details over at themagicforless.com. Also, probably too late for Amazon, but you know what? You still need to buy toilet paper and paper towels, and that stuff works just great with our Amazon affiliate link, beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. And you know what? And if you're a parent, you're going to be buying all the accessories for all the stuff that you forgot that goes with it. Because I remember those days. Like, I got the big gift. Oh my gosh, I forgot the other 3 things that go with it. So please use our link as you try to bail yourself out with all that stuff. Also, thanks to our patrons. We had a very successful 2021, and it's because of your support. We love it that you were able to help us get the show out all around the world 3 to 4 times a week. We are going to bring back the live call-in shows. They're going to happen about halfway through January. Let me just tell you, because with Christmas and New Year's, then what's going to happen is we're going down for marathon weekend. Then I have a cheerleading competition with Mallory that next weekend in Indianapolis. So as soon as things settle down about mid-January, we'll get those live call-in shows going again. And we'll be taking your calls and having fun on Sunday nights, you, me, and Scotty G, because we were talking about that. The schedule has kind of been crazy with me going out of town and race weekends and stuff. So we are going to get, because we love those shows, but we're going to get those going again. But again, thanks to our patrons for supporting the show. Mike in the Midwest comes out every week. If you want to get on that, just visit patreon.com/BeOurGuestPodcast. Give us a follow. Pam's on Instagram and Twitter at TMFLTPam. Ricky's at Ricky Nibs. Scott is at Scott, and I'm at Be Our Guest Mike. Follow the show at Be Our Guest Pod. Of course, we're on Facebook and YouTube. And if you don't mind, give us a rating and a review wherever you download the show and hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out very much. All right, we're going to be back again on Friday on Christmas Eve, where we're going to exchange our virtual gifts as we have done for about a decade, probably over a decade.
Yeah, since the beginning. Maybe
Yes.
since the beginning,
With wonderful sound effects, award-winning sound effects and all that good stuff.
I've never been on this show, so I don't know how you guys do these sound effects.
Oh, you're about to find out.
Oh my!
Yes. So yes, we're gonna have to break Scott in on this one. We have to break the fourth wall for him and let him know how this all works. But we use practical effects. It's really not. It's really no mystery here. So we're gonna have that on Friday. So as you go across over the river and through the woods, take the Be Our Guest podcast with you as you head over to Grandma's house to see everybody for Christmas. All right, until then, for Scott, Pam, and Ricky, I'm Mike, wishing you a great Wednesday. Time to get back to work on those Christmas cookies, and we'll see you real soon. We are sort of on YouTube.
I was about to say, that's my favorite comment, like sort of on YouTube.
Yeah, wrong place. I don't know how that happened.
That made me laugh when I saw that.
There. Okay, let me save this.
All right, I gotta go get my wrapping stuff. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Okay, let me figure out how to. Let's see.
Can I just take this piece of paper and just like crinkle it up? Is that what you do?
Yes, that's what we do.
Thank you. Okay.
That's it.
There's not like
That's literally all it is.
I don't need like an old WAV file or something I have to play in the background.
No, I'm going practical. Okay, now I gotta save this in the right place. Let's see. This PC. Desktop. Episode 2013. Edited. Yeah, Alfred, we'll do the call-in shows, but it's just I will not be here very much, except for the holidays. Everybody's gonna be gone, so. And then marathon weekend, and then I'll be in Indianapolis at the RCA Dome.
Mike, I told you I got a car, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You should have got that Jeep.
The Jeep was like $200 more.
Oh my god!
I found a 4-door white Jeep.
I'm not going to spend $500 on a rental car for like 5 days.
Oh my god!
I was kidding. I was joking.
No, he wasn't.
No, he was serious.
Yeah, he was totally serious. Yeah. He was totally serious.
You know, the reason I knew he was serious because like I do all his trip planning for him.
Yeah.
And like the guy actually sent me a screenshot of like planning. That means like he was actually doing work.
So I sent you that because I have no idea what a car rental costs because I've never rented a car like in ages. I didn't, especially with all this new stuff going on. I was like, is this a good deal or not? I don't know.
I know, I'm just messing with you.
It was only like $380, I think. Hang on.
It was $380 without the taxes and fees.
Oh, yeah. Okay, there it is.
I didn't know.
That'll do.
I think. I think that's the way I read it.
Yeah.
All right.
It's all good. We get with National, man, we get the executive aisle, so we get to pick any car in the row.
Ooh.
So. Do you get to skip the line when you get there?
Oh yeah.
I was like, that line is nuts. Yeah, I changed my flight to a 6:15 in the morning flight just because we're landing at the same time. So I went right.
Oh my god!
So he wants the Scotty G.
He wants the Scotty G.
It's like that's kind of weird.
I was like, dude, what time you landing? I was like, what time you landing? Because I am getting there at the same time.
Yeah.
What time do you go home? Late?
Let me check real quick. Fly Delta. I go to a different terminal than you though, but.
Oh yeah.
They keep changing like my flights by like minutes. Like, you'll land at 9:55. Now you'll land at 9:56. It's so weird. Like,
did you really need to send me an email about that?
I depart at 4:53.
Oh, dude, you're way later than me. Yeah, I fly at like at 11.
Oh dang. Do you want to move later?
No, because I got to get home for the football game. I'll just Uber over.
Yeah. The Michigan Cincinnati football game.
Whatever. Oh. My dad always calls when I'm doing a podcast.
It's like he doesn't know.
I know. He's bored because his football game got delayed.
Well, speaking of like football games, though, Pam, like it's Pittsburgh and Michigan State. Like I feel like we gotta have some kind of little wager.
I know. Is it taking place on New Year's Day?
I think it's the day before. No, I think it's like 2 days before. I think it's like the 30th.
Okay. All right. Yes, we will have to for sure.
Its uniforms look exactly like our high school. Every time I see like Pitt.
Seriously?
That's exactly what our high school uniforms look like. Updated that Christmas Eve in the BOGP studios. Okay.
I am going to have money on Pitt though because our running back is declaring for the draft, so he doesn't want to get hurt.
The quarterback did the same, so it's kind of like a wash.
That's true. Yeah.
Hey, that's cool. Yeah, we'll be at the convention center and the RCA Dome and all that. I walk all around just to look at stuff.
That's right. Pitt's quarterback isn't playing either. I forgot about that.
It's craziness.
Real quick, does Swan and Dolphin get early access hours?
They do.
The late hours?
Yeah. They do.
Look at that, Lisa. Yes. Oh, what's that buzzing? Don't buzz. Stop. I need a new. I'm gonna Santa for a new mic wire. When I say ask Santa, I'm gonna ask my dad.
Okay, hold on.
Got it.
Let me do some last minute shopping real quick. What do you need?
I need
wires.
That sounds better than the fake thing I'm already getting used to.
15-foot XLR. Let's see.
Too funny.
All right, here we go. 2014. Welcome to episode 2014 of the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. I'm your host, Mike Rallman from BeOurGuestPodcast.com and one of the senior agents over at the Magic for Less Travel. Happy Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas Eve to you. I hope that you're having a relaxing and restful and wonderful holiday season. At this point, please tell me all your shopping is done. That now all you're doing is sneaking into the kitchen there and, popping that tin open, and you don't need that extra Christmas cookie. You're trying to get in there and your significant other's listening and you're like trying to pop that thing open without making too much noise, but then the dog hears it and barks and gives you away. And you're like, oh, forget it. I'm just going to take 3 cookies this time anyway, because I'm already caught. Whatever you're doing, that's probably my story and I'm going to stick to it. Hope you're having a great holiday season. Thanks for joining us. And we're here. It's a tradition. It's the BOGP Christmas Eve in the BOGP studios. We're going to exchange our virtual gifts here for the 2021 season and have a good time today. And we're going to have a little twist on it here at the beginning. So joining me today, we have Ricky from the mouseforless.com. Ricky, we are in the dimly lit studio. I turned off one ring light. Now,
okay. Now it's really
okay. I was like, what is happening?
I know, right?
Actually, I do have a fireplace now right behind me, but it is blazing hot because I've had it on all day. So I'm not going to turn that back on just for ambiance because you can't see it behind Spaceship Earth anyway. So, just pretend we have the, we're in the studio. It's dimly lit, some Nat King Cole playing. Beautiful. So what's going on?
You know what? I got my coffee. So we're good. No hot chocolate tonight. Just got coffee. And this is seriously one of my favorite nights. So I am so excited to get to, share in this Christmas Eve tradition with all of you. It's just seriously so much fun. So I'm ready to get to all the excitement.
All right. I can't wait all year for this one, but
I know.
Questions for you, but we'll wait just a second.
All right.
Introduce Pam Forrester, co-owner of the Magic for Less Travel in beautiful Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Pam, Merry Christmas. What's going on?
Merry Christmas. I love how you call it beautiful Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
I picture it, because tonight, we're in the studio is just perfect. It's got the Christmas tree. It's the kind of 70s, early 80s.
Starry night.
Yes. And I picture Pittsburgh with like a beautiful blanket of snow, even though if it's like St. Louis, it's probably 70. The one day this season, 75, it's going to be on Christmas Eve in St. Louis. What is wrong with things? Stupid. But
that sounds perfect.
Yes. Yeah, I'm not going to complain.
No. I need snow on Christmas Eve. Like, I do want that. That could be 75 on the 26th.
No.
I do like a white Christmas. But anyway, go ahead, Pam. I'm picturing it with,
It can be snowy for about 2 hours.
And then you're done.
And then it melts on its own. I just don't want to snowball or anything.
Yes, for sure. Yeah. No, it's a 2021 was, I think I will give it a better than expected rating, right? Surprisingly good. No, I think every year is good just for different reasons, but I was glad to see 2021 end up where it did. And I'm really looking forward to 2022. So it's a good holiday. I can feel it.
That's right. Got a feeling. Who sings that? Black Eyed Peas?
I'm feeling.
Got a feeling. Yep. We didn't say what kind. Well, we had a feeling in 2019 too, but
right, it was a different kind of feeling.
Somebody played that on Dick Clark's Rockin' Eve, and that didn't turn out too well.
Right.
All right. Also joining us, we have my friend and yours, Scotty G, up in the mitten. What's going on, Scott? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you all. You are all some of my favorite people, so happy to spend the holiday with you. I was looking at some old Christmas Eve photos today, and one of my favorite Christmas Eve moments was memories is when Disneyland, I don't know if they still do it, they used to make these gigantic candy canes on Main Street.
They do.
Yeah.
They still do it.
And I was there in November, like in 2015 for Elizabeth's birthday. And like, I was one of the lucky ones. I got there early enough to get one. And we actually got 2 of them. Emily got one, I got one, and we saved one for Christmas Eve. And like, my God, that thing was massive. And like, now I'm like wanting one of those giant candy canes all over again.
Nice.
It's awesome. Legendary. I've heard about those things.
I'll send you a photo of me holding a regular candy cane versus the Disneyland one. You'll get a good laugh out of it.
Yeah. And they only make a certain limited amount too.
They do each day.
And they only do it like certain days, so you have to be aware of the schedule.
I think it alternates between the parks too. Like,
it does.
DCA will make one day, and Disneyland will do it the next. But it's a fun little thing they do out there.
It is. Yep.
That sounds like a locals park kind of thing.
Yes.
Sounds like a Silver Dollar City type thing. I don't know. Interesting. Okay, so before we exchange our gifts, which we're going to get to in just a second, one of our listeners brought this up a couple weeks ago, and I thought this would be an interesting kind of question to do before we get to the gift exchange. Okay, so Disney Santa has come to the Be Our Guest podcast studios, busted through the door, actually came down the chimney, and sitting there in the corner, see him right there? Hey,
yes, there he is. What's up, Santa?
We each get to go over and sit on his lap, socially distanced, but we get to sit on his lap. It's kind of weird. There's a big like plastic thing. It's like kind of like in hockey. We can bang on the glass, but he can hear us. So we get to ask for one wish from Disney. Like he's a Disney Santa. So you get to ask for anything. Like you can correct something you think has gone wrong in 2021 over the previous years. You can bring something back. You can, hope for something in 2022. You got a lot of options. So you get to, like you're a kid, you wanted that slot racing set when you were 8, which I never got. You get to ask. You get to ask Disney Santa. You get to sit up on the lap and say, Disney Santa, this is what I want for Christmas. Or Ricky, so what are you going to ask Disney Santa for this year?
Well, Don said what I was thinking, but in the chat. But since you said that, which is to get rid of Chapek, I think that mine is actually something that I really would like to make happen as a reality. And Brian and I have been talking about finding ways to do this. We've literally had like discussions during lunches and trying to figure out like, is this feasible? How could we actually do it and do it correctly? and it's to hit every single Disney park on one massive trip. So we want to hit up every single. So when we literally thought about how to do it. Do we start in Paris and then go to Hong Kong and then Shanghai and then Tokyo and then Disneyland and then end in Walt Disney World, or go the opposite direction, and we've really literally thought about how to do this. So that is like my ultimate Disney wish, is to be able to finally do that.
And then you finish it off with a cruise.
Yeah, exactly. Brian and I have been thinking about it and how to do it, and it's been a serious conversation that we've had. And all we need is of course money, and then vacation time, which that's always the harder part too, because it's when you actually think about the logistics of doing something like that, but for the time zones, just the time zone differences of figuring how much time do I need to get acclimated to this time zone and this time zone, and it's a process for sure. So it's not a quick like, okay, we're gonna go here and here, and that's it. You got to like really seriously plan it out. So that's kind of what we're thinking.
Speaking of that though, maybe I'm just like having a fever dream or something, but was there not about 10 years ago like a couple that did that in a day? Like they went backwards against the time zones.
They did something like that. Yeah.
Like every Disney park in the world, like in 24 hours.
Something like that, I think, is kind of what happened. Yeah.
It was like right at the like birth of like Twitter. I mean, it might have even been before Twitter, because I think it was like blogged or something.
I do remember it. Yes.
I don't even know if that's even possible to do in 24 hours, but I think it was like Shanghai, Disneyland, and the 4 in Florida,
maybe
like in a 24-hour period.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
It was some crazy like that. I was like,
yeah, because I don't think you can do all of them in a day.
It was some logistical crazy thing though. Like they did some wild thing, because they had to go like against the times, like backwards, so that they could basically have more than 24 hours.
Right. Yeah.
So anyway, all right, Pam, you get to go over and ask Santa for your Disney wish here this holiday season. What are you going to ask for?
I think I'm going to ask for more hotel availability for people in 2022.
Oh my gosh, you're teasing your gift form that I've gotten you, Pam.
Peace on earth, goodwill to men. Thank you.
I know we needed. There's some dates already in 2022 that are really challenging to come by. So if whatever that takes for Disney, if they're able to get more qualified people or whatever it takes behind the scenes for that to happen, that's what I would really like to see. So. We'll see.
Do you think it's that all the rooms are sold out, or do you think it's a labor thing, like that they can't?
I think it's both. I think it's both. I think there are sometimes
it would be a labor thing that leads to all the rooms being sold out, probably.
Well, and I think there are some dates that are really just that busy because as we've seen, people really miss traveling, and so now that they have the opportunity to do so, travel about the country, right? That old Southwest commercial, it was like, ding, you are now free to travel about the country. But so I think it's a combination of both, but I really hope that we'll see some of that lessening up a little bit and give us a little more space to breathe, because the thing I hate worse than anything is when we have a guest who's like, I want to go, and we're like, we would love to send you there, but there's just not, that available. And so anyways, that's what I'd like to see.
I will say though, just look at that as an opportunity. If your favorite hotel might not be available, but look at a new favorite possibly. You never stay there, but give it a shot. I've had that happen twice this week, and they're like, "Oh, I've never tried that hotel. Let's give it a shot." So
yeah, you got to. You have to. There's just if you want to go, sometimes you have to be a little flexible. But it is. I think that you either go and you're like, I love this new hotel, or you're like, okay, back to the favorite next time. But either way, you get to go on a Disney vacation, so that's not bad.
Absolutely. All right, Scott, Santa's waiting. What are you asking the big man for this year?
Since Pam was in front of me and I got to hear her wish as we're social distancing to sit on Santa's lap, because I was going to ask for like a new resort, but I think hers kind of ties into that a little bit. So I'm going to go with my other one, which was I would love to get the green light for Imagineering to build a new non-IP attraction.
Yes!
It can be in any of the parks. I prefer it not to be in Magic Kingdom, though, because it's so crowded. Throw it in. I don't know. Throw it wherever may be fit. But I would love to see a non-IP related epic attraction green lighted.
Yes, thank you. That would be fantastic. Oh my gosh, because it's been a hot minute since we've had a non-IP related attraction built.
Is it still Everest? Is the last one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
God, that was a long time ago. Yeah, no, I agree with that.
2006. Yeah.
Wow.
Very, very long time. Yeah.
All right, so mine would just be a nighttime parade. I know that it could happen.
Yeah.
We walked on the moon, so I mean, we put humans on the moon.
Mike, didn't you see the parade? It happened a couple of weeks, a week or two ago when, the fire trucks were going through Main Street, USA.
At a little slower pace. I mean, we don't need first responders necessarily. I mean, we do need to honor first responders. I'm not against that, but maybe not in that fashion.
Maybe not as they're walking, driving down to put out a fire.
Yeah, maybe they don't need to be on the clock as we're honoring them down Main Street, USA. Bring back Tapestry of Dreams, people. Not dreams, nations. My bad. Nations. Tapestry of Nations.
Yes.
Right. So yeah, nighttime parade. That's what I'm asking Santa
That's
for.
good call. That's good.
All right, so let's get to the gifts, and we'll start with Ricky. Ricky, first of all, it's always important. You got to talk about your wrapping paper choice of the year. You're always your wrapping paper is always kind of interesting. So what did you go with this year under the tree? Because we have all these now we got more presents because 4 of us this year.
I know we do have 4 of us. This year, I decided to go a little unconventional as per usual. I have decided to tape together squares of computer paper and, make it fun, kitschy patterns here. So I use different color computer paper. So, I've threw in a red and, a white and a green and, I use the holiday colors, but, I definitely have mixed it all around. So, I just taped together a bunch of computer paper.
So I thought when you were first describing this, you said, I taped together a bunch of swears. Wow, that's not very Christmassy. I mean, you do sometimes go through those emotions.
On Twitter, one of our listeners said that she swore on one of the shows a couple of weeks ago, which she did. I went back and listened to it on the replay when I was editing. It was not a swear word, but it was close.
I didn't. I was like, did I swear? And then I was like, oh no, there's no way I did, because I'm pretty careful.
Which came close. Yes,
I'm very careful when I'm live. Trust me. Maybe not in other times of life, but live, yes. So
well, you didn't tape together a bunch of swears.
I didn't tape swears together.
Thank you.
All right. Okay.
Go ahead and
splice some swears.
You can say who they're going to. So go ahead and you pick them out and who you're going to.
All right. Well, this first one, I guess I should go with the guest of who's never done this before. So we're gonna throw it to Scott first.
Oh man.
This is his first Christmas.
Wow! Look at all this! Look at all this interesting language on this paper. Like I'm kind of offended here.
You got it. You figured it out,
right? I know, right?
Yeah,
Watch that one word.
It didn't even have a label on it. I knew who this was from immediately by the swears.
There's adult content.
But I'll give it a shot here. Oh, wow, Ricky, you know me so well. Thank you for this awesome gift.
I do, and that is because I got you a life size, and I'm talking, so the size that they have, like kind of at the contemporary versions, it's gingerbread versions of all the Friends characters, so you can put them out in the yard and then you can eat them later.
Wait, what?
So they are edible then, you're saying? Okay.
Yes.
I don't know if I'd want to eat something that's been sitting in my front yard. This is so wrong.
Be careful of the feet because you probably have dogs that walk past.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Be careful with the feet. I mean, it might taste like Rachel's dessert if they taste like feet, but
they might taste like feet. So maybe don't eat them. But yeah, so they're life-size gingerbread display of the Friends characters in holiday decor, of course. Like, they're wearing their.
Oh my God, you're right. Ross is the armadillo. That's so awesome how you did that theming, Ricky.
Exactly. Ross is totally the holiday armadillo.
But he's not with Rachel.
No, he's standing next to Joey and Chandler. They kind of separated. The way the package was delivered, they were kind of separated.
Yeah. But, yes, exactly. So I knew you would appreciate that. Yeah,
I love it. Well, this is going to take a long time to get through this. So feel free to come over to Michigan and help me nibble on some Chandler later on.
Refer to the wrapping.
Yeah.
exactly. All the swears.
But you know me so well. I appreciate it, Ricky. This is an awesome gift. I can't wait to get into it.
No problem. No problem.
Yes, and I'm with Don. He says to him, computer paper means the green stripe with the holes on the sides. Yes, the dot matrix paper.
Yes.
Of course it does.
Yes.
That age as well. All right, Ricky, we got this. Thing's gonna be too long, so let's go. This thing will go till New Year's if we're not careful. So go ahead.
Okay. All right, Mike. This one is for you. So get ready.
Okay, so I'm again going around the words too.
Oh my gosh, Mike has actual wrapping paper.
Yes. Okay. Oh yeah. What? Tell everybody about it. What do we see here?
All right. So I had such a fantastic time in Hawaii, and so I am sending you officially, finally, to Aulani because I know that you have never been, and you absolutely need to get there and get away and enjoy a very different kind of Disney vacation. So you are officially finally going to Aulani. You get to do everything you've ever wanted there. I've paid no expense, so you get the nicest room.
That's perfect. Yeah.
She's paid no expense,
Dude,
but she's gonna wish you well.
I'm going to the front desk. I'm like, but she told me like everything's paid for. They're like, no, sir, she's paid no expense. So I'm like, that's Ricky. She just
Not even one.
Totally played.
Freudian
Here on the
slip.
island,
She's
didn't bring
like
credit card. Yeah.
She gave you permission to go into the state of Hawaii.
Yes.
Exactly.
I'm like, George, can you bail me out? I have no money. I didn't bring a credit card.
You only get to visit the lobby. That's all.
It's like, I don't have a room.
Don't sleep.
And there's a lot of homeless people in Hawaii. That could just be you, Mike.
That's me. Yeah, my
On the
wife's all
beach.
excited until we
Yeah.
get to the check-in desk. Yes.
Anyway, yeah. So enjoy your trip to the lobby of
Yes.
Aulani. Yes.
Mele Kalikimaka and hang loose. There we go. Perfect. All right, give Pam's gift next.
Well, now I'm scared as to what's going to happen here. But
Oh
Pam,
gosh! Now that we're into my gift, you're scared. All right, I'm unwrapping it.
Don't get a paper cut.
Wait, what is it?
Okay. So it is a magic wand. Okay. And
Oh,
what you get to, yeah, exactly. What you get to do is I know you love having Christmas trees all around your house.
Yes.
So this magic wand, you point it wherever you want a tree, it will magically appear whatever tree you have in mind, because I know you have like a ton of ideas in your head to have fantastic Christmas trees since you have so many of them around your house.
Oh, awesome! Thank you.
You're welcome. So you can just go poof, Christmas tree. Poof.
That's clever.
I like this. like this.
You don't even have to put them up. All you got to do is go poof. So
Now, do the ornaments, because I think Pam likes doing the decorating, right? Like, are they decorated when she does this too?
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say they were, but
Good.
yeah. So you don't have to decorate them. You just go poof. So
Okay,
Is
I
this-
like the poofing.
Is this from Ollivanders or what that place?
yes, exactly.
Oh,
Ollivanders has a brand new
yes.
service.
Boom!
Yeah.
Look at that!
All
I'm
right.
filling up some Universals.
Look at you! I'm impressed.
Universal muscle.
I'm impressed. It's the spell, I believe, is Merriest Christmas.
Nice.
Dorkiest Maximus. Whatever. All right, I'm giving my gifts out next. All right,
All
Scott. Here's small packages but good things, right? Go.
Well, what's the wrapping paper like, though?
Oh
Like,
yeah, my wrapping paper.
so I know which one it is under my tree here.
That's true. I went Charlie Brown this year. Classic.
Uh,
Charlie Brown Christmas. Because
Uh-huh.
you'll see it goes with one
is
of
it
the
a
gifts.
blanket?
Yes.
Is it a blanket?
No, it's just it's got all the characters. Like some of
Got
them are ice skating, some of the you got the tree, all that stuff.
Got it.
Okay.
Kind of a
All
Charlie.
right, yep, I see it right here. All right, let's get into it.
There you go.
Oh, Mike, my bro, you know me so well. Like,
Oh.
but I can't even. I'm a loss for words. Can you just explain it to everyone else, though?
It's a key. Now,
Oh.
I want to get you a car, but this is the next best thing. I had to do some serious negotiations. Now, you've seen this before, but I got it for you. I got you the golf cart from
Nice.
outside of the coast
Ah, yes.
down at the Magnolia where we played
Yes.
in summer.
There you go.
People thought we rode that cart around the golf course. We didn't. It was a prop, but I did get it, and it is operational, and it's heading to Michigan.
Oh my gosh, Mike, this is the best gift ever. Like I'm already thinking about where I'm going to keep it in the house. Because I will take it to the golf course. I live close to the golf course. I will actually drive through the neighborhood to the tee box.
I'm sure
But,
Liz would be happy to see this in her yard. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
I had to take that thing to the grocery store, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like I am. I'm going to be winning. Like I'm going to be the host of like all the big parties now because everyone wants to get a photo op with the Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, right.
Yes, yes.
And get a bite of my friends' gingerbread guys too. But yes, this is awesome, Mike. I appreciate it, man. You know me so well. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
All right, Pam Forster, you're up next. Grab your gift.
Okay.
That's a medium-sized package.
Oh, yeah.
I have it here. Actually, you're going to get to see this. I actually have it here. It's coming your way. Now, this is because you just moved and you need one additional tree for your new house.
Okay.
It goes with the wrapping paper.
It's the Charlie Brown Christmas tree.
Because I know, you got a lot going on. This one is, I know you like the thematic trees. This one is the best thematic tree because, I mean, it really kind of brings back the meaning of the season, right?
It does, for sure.
It's nice. And boom, this is why it's in the BR Guest
Comes pre-decorated.
Exactly. I pull it out of the laundry room. Bam, it's ready to go.
Love that. That's perfect.
Boom, sits right back to the treadmill. Right next.
Love that. Yes.
Charlie Brown tree for the new house.
I like it. I'll just set it up and walk away.
There you go.
Boom.
Boom.
I didn't realize this too, that you moved to cities named after new nighttime spectaculars at Walt Disney World.
Yes.
I had no idea. Like, that's so funny.
I know. That's why I liked it so much.
Illuminations, Pittsburgh.
exactly.
It's so weird. Yeah, anyway. All right, Ricky. You got the last one under the tree with the Charlie Brown wrapping paper.
All right. Oh my God, Mike!
Now, this one, I took a chance, but I think you'll like it.
Okay. All right. What is it?
It's actually modeled on Instagram the other day by a Miss Mary Jo Collins. And I thought of you. I thought Mary Jo gets away. She wore these to work as a pharmacist the other day.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know if you saw this post or not.
I did not. What did she wear?
They are Bucky's pajamas. It's like a
Oh my
onesie,
goodness.
and it looks like a beaver. It's like an otter or something. Whatever their mascot is. It's got like the teeth up in the front and the head. It's got a tail, and it's like a flannel red. Because everybody's about the Bucky's, and I'm guessing Bucky's is a thing in Georgia. We don't have them in Missouri.
There is a Bucky's.
Okay.
I let me tell you, I feel like this is more of a gift for Brian than me. And here's why: he is
Okay,
obsessed.
easy. Okay.
No.
He's taking a turn.
He is obsessed with Bucky's, and he talks about it constantly. So, yeah, thank you.
Okay. I didn't know all that. I didn't need to know all that, but I'm just saying you're welcome.
I was like, he has on her Bucky's PJ.
you like the that kind of stuff. That looked like something you'd like, and I knew Bucky's was kind of a thing. I know Tanja, who's she's one of our listeners. She was just at a Bucky's. Everybody down the southeast is going to this Bucky's, and
Bucky's is amazing. I have
I
to
wish
admit.
I drove now at this point because we used to drive all the time, and this would have been a place we stopped every time. But now that I fly, I miss.
That's right. Yeah, I actually ran into a listener one time at the Bucky's. On the way back from Florida.
You didn't have the PJs on there. Right?
I did not have the PJs on. No.
There you go. So that is a gift to Brian. So
Yeah. He'll enjoy that one. Yeah.
Sometimes a gift for you, sometimes for you.
That's how marriage works. But the golf cart is all mine.
You can share the friends' gingerbread characters.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, hashtag you're up. What wrapping paper did you come up with this year in your first Christmas at the BOGP?
You know, I was in my office the other day going through some desk drawers, and I found man, I'm a hoarder of these things. I need to get rid of them. So I went through some old DVC Disney Files magazines, and I just cut them up and
oh yeah,
put them into squares and
not squares,
and I use that as my paper.
That's so environmentally
That
conscious.
is. Yes, exactly.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I had to do some last minute shopping because I didn't prepare for this.
You didn't think you'd be invited, right?
I didn't think I'd be invited.
No, and you were.
And so I apologize if any of these are gifts that you've had in the past.
Okay, all right.
But you would have never received this gift from me.
That's right, and it is the
remember that.
thought and love behind it that counts.
Right,
So,
right.
Yes, exactly.
So Ricky, with you, you probably gotten this gift before. I feel like I may have even heard it before, maybe. So I apologize, but you can make it like a new one this time.
Okay,
So
all right, I'm ready. Hold on.
yeah. Oh yeah, I just probably opened it first.
That sounds sound is like you're shaking a can with like nails in it.
This is not the ASMR podcast.
Okay, no.
Hang on, let me make it the ASMR podcast. Hang on.
Yeah.
Is that better?
That sound though, like I didn't know that's what the Disney file paper sounded like.
It totally does, yeah. Oh my God, Scott, what? This is fantastic.
Right?
Holy cow. Okay.
Right?
Okay.
I thought you would like that.
Let's share with the listeners. What is it?
Yeah, so it's your custom dress shop creation.
Oh my God!
Because we know how much you love those dresses at the dress shop.
Yeah.
So get this, you get to work with the designer. You get to tell them like what kind of movie or attraction that you want. It's whatever. It's the Ricky Niblet special. Whatever you want on this dress is yours.
You know what? I have not gotten this gift before, and this is fantastic. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. This is perfect.
You're welcome.
Yes.
You're welcome. I can't wait to see you taking PhotoPass photos of it within the park.
Yeah.
Senior picture moment.
Senior picture moments. Yeah.
That's right.
This is, oh my gosh. Instagram is going to be in so much trouble.
Yes, it is.
Well, I hope you like it, Ricky.
Thank you. There won't be swears written on the dress, I promise.
Do you have any ideas yet? Do you have any ideas for what you might do?
I gotta think. I don't.
You know what we need is a good living with the land dress.
You know, we do. I mean, traditionally, I should go with the Be Our Guest podcast dress. I'm just saying, we don't have one of those, and I can't make one of those. So I think that would be a good idea.
That's a good idea.
Our faces on the front of it, and then the logo.
I don't know about all that, but I'm just saying.
Don't put my face on it.
I don't know about all that. But yeah.
All right, I may need to workshop this a little bit.
Yeah.
How about living with the land? Let's go back.
I'm afraid there's going to be a Lila Rose where like someone's face is in an awkward place.
Right. Yeah.
What about those people who I just saw on Instagram that just keep trying to swallow the trains on Expedition Everest? What's up with that?
Oh my gosh, no, thank you.
Okay, go.
Mike,
next gift.
Mike, you're going to do that during marathon, and you're going to do like a video like over by Expedition Everest.
I totally will.
Actually, it won't be running. It won't be running then.
No, but I'll get a picture while we're there at some point because we'll have to go to Animal Kingdom because you love that park.
Yeah. But Pam. So how about you are up next?
Oh my gosh, look at this, Scott.
Right? Yes. I'm actually kind of jealous. I should have kept this for myself, but I wanted to give it to you. But yeah, so just to let everyone know what it is, because I know they're dying to know, but this is what I like to call the Forester Suite. Because I've been around you a lot, Pam, and I feel the frustration that you have about room availability at Walt Disney World. Like, I remember during the 50s, you're like, man, I just want to book a room at the Contemporary tomorrow to check out this new room. And you know what? All sold out, right?
Oh, can't do it. So
the Forester Suite allows you, Disney automatically opens up availability for you.
Nice.
Yes. This is what I've been dreaming of my whole life.
Yep. So whenever you're like last minute or whatever, and you're like, you want to switch resorts, because I know you love to stay at like 7 different resorts on a stay. You know it. You type in the secret code, boom, the Forester Suite pops up at any resort for you, and it's open.
That's awesome. Like I started this whole company thinking like they would roll out the red
work, right?
Right? That I'd have availability out the wazoo. No, that hasn't quite been the case, but this is what I'm looking for. So
nice. Well,
thanks, Scotty.
It's a good use. I hope you can get some good use out of it.
Yes, I will.
There you go. A girl can dream, right? Maybe so.
Yeah. She's dreaming.
All right.
Mike, you want to go for it?
Yes. Oh, hang on. Sit down here.
He's gotta get us. He gotta get it. He's gotta get it.
Hang on. Oh, paper cut. I do that every year. Oh, I'm bleeding. Okay.
Don't bleed all over the present.
No, I'm trying not to.
Man.
Scott, you know me so well. Tell everybody about it.
All right. Well, I thought you would like this, man. This is what I like to call the ramen pop century.
Oh.
So we all know, man, you love your pop century.
I do.
But sometimes you miss it at home, right? Like you're living there in the Midwest, and you're like, man, pop century is so far away. But guess what? This little coupon right here lets you bring one of the giant icons at Pop Century to your home.
Nice.
Will you go with the big wheel? Will you go with the Mickey phone? The choice is yours, Ramen.
I love it.
As soon as you said that, I'm like, the first one that popped into mind would be the big wheel.
Yes.
I think if I had to pick, but maybe I want to take the potato heads, even though they're not like major icons. They're
Right.
bigger.
Maybe Goofy with the surfboard in the car. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
You got to think about the size of your backyard too. So,
Valid.
so be wise.
Because Goofy has the pop jets. They're just not on. They're still there.
That's true.
I'm sure that could get that working. That'd be fun in the backyard on a nice July day.
That would be. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'll think about it. So I got till the end of it says on the fine print. I got till the end of the year to claim my icon. So
right. So be wise though, because like you might upset some people when they go to Pop Century and their favorite icon is gone.
That's
so.
true.
Too bad. So sad. That's too bad. It's going to be in my yard. If you want to see it, come up to St. Peter's.
Right.
There you go.
You can charge people.
That's good.
You want to get on the big wheel? $5.
There's no availability at Pop Century, but they can come to your house if they want to see some icons.
Exactly right. It's in the backyard. My neighbors will be like, "Oh, you got a big wheel?" Yes,
I do.
Yeah, they're mad about a crooked tree in the front yard. They'll really be the homeowners.
Yes.
Really be mad about the 70-foot tall big wheel. Like, that's for my kids. For his job.
Put it in the back. Put it in the back. Maybe no one will know.
Yeah, nobody will notice in the backyard where we don't have a fence.
Right. Exactly.
That size. Yeah, nobody really. Don't see anything. Oh, thank you, Scott. I appreciate that. Merry Christmas.
You're welcome. Merry Christmas.
All right, Pam. What do you got for your wrapping paper? The last one's under the tree.
I have baby Yoda wrapping paper because I've seen it and it's so cute and I had to buy it. So plus I'm missing Mandalorian. It seems like it's been forever since we've had some new episodes. But anyways, so Mike, I'm gonna give you your present first. So go ahead. Okay. Open that up.
Reaching under there. Wait, what's up here? Got tape in weird places.
What?
I love opening paper presents.
There you go. All right.
Man, listen, did Pam use a lot of tape or something?
I had to.
Okay. You got to tell. I'm overwhelmed, so you got to tell everybody about it.
I know. So I was a little worried when Ricky gave you hers because, honest to God, written down here in my little notebook was the exact same thing. But since Ricky paid none of the expenses, I still get to give it to you because I'm paying the expenses.
You just got one up, Ricky.
Dang it.
So that worked out so good because I know that Pam, your wife, has wanted to go to Alani for so long.
Oh, yes. I just gave him a trip to the lobby. You gave him the whole resort. Now I'm mad.
I did. I sprung for room and some board too.
Room and some board. That's perfect.
Right.
That's how we roll.
I know, right? You'll love it. You'll have the best time.
Yes. Well, again, Melee Kalikimaka, and I'll see you soon, George.
Aloha. It's funny how the class
You'll actually be
more ideas. Yeah. Exactly. I just
all right. Okay, Ricky, here's yours.
Okay. Oh my gosh, Pam, how did you know that I wanted this? Okay.
So this for you, Ricky, is the golden dining plan that right now you're the only one that's going to have it. That means you can walk on Disney property, get whatever snack, whatever meal you want, and it's all paid for.
Yes.
And here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. It comes with a purse at the end of the meal. You can stuff all the stuff into.
Tupperware included. The only catch is that you have to blog about it later.
I mean, I think that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Did you really have a meal if you didn't take pictures and blog about it?
This is true.
Yes. This is true. Tiny catch. But we figured like this is the new sort of Disney all-inclusive plan that we hope that they're working on.
I mean, absolutely. Especially if you get to take the food home with you in a Tupperware container.
I know.
I mean, 100%.
Right?
Yes. This is so perfect. Thank you so much, Pam.
You're so welcome.
Look at Pam providing that. It sounds like the expenses were paid for this one. So wow, great job.
Yeah.
No expenses paid dining plan.
All right, Scotty. I got
man,
one here for you.
Wow, they just like rolled this thing in like it's. Oh man, let me get into it.
I know, right?
Wow, Pam, this is awesome.
So you know what this is? This is we talked about it a few episodes ago. A golden fast pass to the best restrooms in Walt Disney World.
5 SGs, baby.
Right?
Yes.
There will be a Scotty G stall that does not get used by anyone else. Always clean. Always clean.
Yes.
And you'll notice in all the Disney gift shops, there's a little notebook where people can record their own SG ratings.
Oh my gosh!
For the different bathrooms, so you're going to be famous. You're going to be famous.
Awesome. I am so glad because this is totally one of the things that I was thinking about giving Scotty G. So I'm so happy that you did it instead. So
this is the most thoughtful gift anyone has ever given me, Pam.
So when you're using it, of course, think of podcast.
When you're using it, yes.
Yeah, I might have some flashbacks to Hilton Head Island a little bit, but yeah, this is awesome.
Right?
My goal pass for the restrooms,
the
SG
best
style.
ones. You don't have to worry about Germany because it's not even on the list.
It's not on the list. It's not on the list.
No, but all the good ones. All the good ones are.
I love it. Well, you guys spoil me so much. Thank you so much for the kind gifts.
I will say regarding the Taking Care of Business podcast from a couple weeks ago. So Scott couldn't make it that night, and I wanted to talk about it, and so I wanted to get him in there by talking about the SG scale. And it's funny because we had multiple listeners reach out to us, various Scott had one, I had a couple people reach out. Like, what are the parameters for the ratings? Like, what constitutes a 3 SGs? What constitutes a 5? And it's kind of it's a floating scale.
It's floating scale. I mean, Oh, that's so good.
You get to pick your own, the way you rate the bathroom. So yeah.
I totally had coffee in my mouth and I almost choked on it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
I don't have a good comeback to that, but on a serious note, I will post the criteria in an Instagram post for the listeners if they want to do their own ratings similar to the SG to the official SG ratings.
Yes, the ratings are definitely fluid.
No.
Yes, thanks, Doc.
No.
Yes.
So bad.
I'm surprised there's not only 1 and 2. I'm surprised it's a layer 5. So.
Okay, we got to get out of it because this is usually the shortest show of the year, and it became one of the longest. But
That's okay.
The whole goal of this podcast all year, every year, is that we share some laughs. That's most important. That we share some memories. That we share some tips. Those are kind of the 3 big things that I've kind of come up with over the almost 14 years we've been doing this show. Laughs, memories, tips. If we do that, we're doing our job. We hope that you've had some fun with us in 2021. We're going to, we'll be back on Monday. We got a trip report that's going to be out there. Wednesday and Friday, listener questions. We'll probably have kind of a look back over the year for next Friday. But again, we're just going to wrap it up by saying we hope that you get to celebrate with your friends and family. If you don't, we hope that you still have a great Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate in your home. We just hope that it's a great time of year for you. And we just hope that you get to have a good time. And that's what it's all about. We all, say different greetings. We say Merry Christmas in my house. I know other folks celebrate different things. Whatever you celebrate, I just hope that it's a great holiday season for you, that your heart's full, and that you can have some peace and that you can have a great, season, whatever you're celebrating. So that's from me to you. Pam, kind of some final words for Christmas. We'll let Ricky and Scott get in there, and then we'll get out of here, and everybody can get to where they got to go.
Yeah, I'm just so grateful that we have this awesome community that has come together because of the podcast. It's really a blessing in my life every day. Just so proud to be a part of it. It's quality shows like this last one that really make you proud. But exactly, it really is so cool. And thanks to the 3 of you sitting here with me. And Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate, enjoy it.
Absolutely. Ricky.
Yeah, I mean, echoing kind of what Pam was saying, like, it's the listeners that make this possible. So, happy holidays to all of you. I hope that you get to have good times today, this weekend with family, friends, whether, you call your friends family or, whatnot. Like I call you, you 3 and your family. All of you guys are my family. So I'm just so thankful and blessed. And I hope everyone has a great holiday weekend and a wonderful, wonderful start, hopefully, to the new year, which we'll get to here next week. Crazy to think. So.
And don't think about running, all you runners, lizards.
Yes.
Chill for the weekend. Take the weekend.
Yes, take the weekend off. Yeah.
Come in like a freight train, but don't worry about it this weekend. All right, Scott, final words, and we're going to duck out of here.
Ricky, I like what you said there. I have this great sign on the wall here that says "Friends are the family we choose from."
Yes.
Pam actually sent that to us a few years ago. One of my favorite things we have on the wall here in the house. But I can't add much more than what the three of you have said. Thanks for welcoming me. Like, I've been a listener forever. I get to join every now and then, so that's kind of cool. But I love what the three of you do. And I have to say to the listeners, keep supporting the Magic for Less where you can. They're the best agency. I know Mike's got an ad read, but I can attest that they are the best in the business. And just thanks for listening, and have a happy holiday.
No ad read today. That pretty much says, we just work hard for our guests, and we appreciate your support in 2021. We look forward to working with our guests in 2022. You know where to find us. We have over 2,000 episodes. You could probably do the ad read in your sleep just like I can. So I appreciate your support. I'm just going to say that again. Thank you for being here. I just wish you a very Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We'll be here before the New Year, so I'm just saying that preemptively in case. Because I know you get behind, right? Your schedules get off during this time of the year without a commute. Sometimes you might miss some shows. I just want to make sure that you hear the greeting, and we'll be back. The shows will be there when you're ready, but have a restful and wonderful time with your friends and family. So for Scott, Ricky, and Pam, I'm Mike, wishing you a very Merry Christmas. Stay safe, stay healthy, and Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. We'll see you real soon. That was fun.
Boom.
Yay.
That was actually probably the best one we ever did.
The swears wrapping paper.
I need to be able to create the swears wrapping paper.
I kind of want to quick get a gift ready for Ricky to send in time.
Little Photoshop action.
I need to create some wrapping paper for Ricky.
Oh my
I'm so
gosh.
glad that you did the no expenses paid for Mike, because I was like, shoot, what else am I going to get for Mike? Because that was what I was getting for him too.
But it's so funny that we both thought the same thing. That's
I know,
awesome.
right?
Yeah, I didn't pay for anything for Mike, so he didn't get anything from me. And I think Mike died. Oh, there we go.
It was the thought that counted, I guess.
It is the thought that counts. I mean, I'll take the no expenses paper.
You just get a trip to the lobby. The lobby. That's all I got you. Yeah.
I take that, man. I can still see palm trees, so there you go.
Yeah,
Love
exactly.
it.
All right, well, I'm going to duck out, edit these bad boys up.
Next week. What? How do you?
Let's talk about it after.
Okay.
I mean, I can do Monday. I don't know. Scott, are you home?
Yeah. I'm not taking any time off until marathon. So
Yeah.
I'll be in Disney.
I'll have to record early.
I'll be in Disney, so I will not be here. So I'm coming back on Monday. So
if Pam can do Monday, let's do Monday. But if she can't, we could do Tuesday. But Tuesday is going to be kind of hard for me because
we'll figure it out.
Okay. Tuesday, but I might not. I'll have to ask Pam.
That's fine.
I got to ask Pam because of cheerleading stuff.
Gotcha.
But we'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll just text.
Okay, sounds
All
good.
right.
I'm gonna get my grub on.
Merry
Christmas.
Well, you know
All
what's up because we got to do the Christmas shot.
Oh yeah, the Christmas shot on Saturday night too, man. That's gonna be lit.
Oh,
Yeah,
Right.
I'll see you guys. Talk to you
All
later.
right.